Hello everyone, it's Pat with our Oracle card reading and messages for this upcoming week. So today's the 10th of February, and I missed last week, but I'm getting back to it this week. So, all right, so let's pull and call upon the archangels that are overseeing us this week. Who do we need to work with? Who's working with us? So this is the archangel who, when I pull this card, it's like the general kind of overarching maybe theme that we might be encountering for the week, a message that they're heralding to us, and a specific archangel that we can call upon. So let's see who it is for us this week. And this coming into the middle of February already. Okay, so we have relationship harmony with Archangel Raguel. And it says, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved, and arguments and conflicts are now being resolved. So what I get as I look at that is it feels to me like there's things being talked out, okay? And, more open-hearted kind of, revealing conversations. And what I mean by that is, people being are willing to be a little bit more vulnerable and open up a little bit more, because that's what Archangel Raguel does. The angel who's like the champion of underdogs, but he helps to harmonize relationships. So he's overseeing things this week. So if you're if you're having trouble in some of your relationships, or if if you have a feeling of nervousness or unease or something like that, call on the Archangel Raguel to come into your energy, into the relationship between you and whoever else it is, and to help resolve the issues that may be there and get them talked out so that things can be more in harmony. So, he can also help you express yourself in that relationship. So he's also an angel of legal matters. So when he shows up, there can also be either a breakthrough or a legal issue that's coming to a conclusion. And he just helps to resolve arguments and difficulties, with his conflict. So he's a great angel to work with. And so now, what I'm going to try and start doing is, posting a little bit more about, the archangel that comes up for us each time I do a reading. And if you want to, check out some new things I've put up, I've got my, I guess it's my website blog site up at relaxlifecoaching.com. I'll put a link to it below. And so I'll start trying to post a little bit more information about these archangels. Okay. So now for this week, I felt drawn to work with the fairies and maybe the saints and angels oracle cards. We'll see. But I've got my big mixed fairy deck. I don't think I've used that. Oh no, maybe I did the other week. Okay. Anyways, fairies are very lighthearted, very easy to work with. Let's see what their messages are for the week. What the forecast is. There's one. Ooh, and there's two that came out. So, all right, the beginning of the week is more of an a guardian angel card, because in this deck I have fairies, but I also have guardian angel cards mixed in there. So, and the message is welcome the new. It says this is a change for the better and new blessings are coming your way. So, there's changes coming in for you. There might be new opportunities. Whatever is happening is for the better. So they're urging you to welcome it, obviously, as the message says. So, know that even if there's new things for you to learn, or if it feels a little bit, if you feel a little bit off for a little bit because it's new, that, it's all ultimately going to be okay. That's the most important thing. But, you may be welcoming new things too into your life. There might be a new home that you're going to, a new job, or a new new person that you're welcoming into your life, and or new experiences that you're going on. So it's, welcome that newness. So let's see. The next message they have for us this week is awakening your true self. Awakening your true self. And I sort of feel as I look at that card there that for some of you it just might be that in the newness, in in the environment that you're in, you're starting to feel relaxed enough that you're allowing your truer self to come in. You don't feel like you have to be so formal, and you're also just maybe discovering a lot more aspects to yourself that maybe you didn't either acknowledge, or they've just been dormant for a while. There might have been a part of your life that you just put aside for a while, because you had to deal with something, in your present, in your life, that, was taking up your time and energy. So, and now that that's, gone away, it allows you to awaken or reawaken your, who you really are, and what your real interests are, and your authenticity. Okay. At the end of the week, the card is breaking free. So you might be breaking free from a rut, a habit, a relationship, a job, or any one of those things. Okay. But it's a good card to get. It's a really, it can also be symbolic of having a breakthrough in some area of your life. So it's, but in some way, you're breaking free or breaking out of something. Maybe you're breaking free from a cigarette habit, or breaking free of an addiction. So it can be, but it's very like, it's very like a finally, okay, whew, I'm finally free of this. It's a really, the sense I get from it is that it's a really good feeling for you. So now let's look at the saints and angels. Let's see who's overseeing what their messages might be for us. Okay. What's coming up? Whoa, what do we need to know? Okay. Oh, sweetness popped out with the animals. I love the animals, the deer. Isn't that nice? So it's an indicative that there might be some, some sweet things that are being done to you or for you. Okay. And it's also a card that can indicate that you're also being sweet to yourself. I mean, you're doing nice things for yourself. You're taking yourself out for those self-care types of, treatments. And, you're finally being sweet to the person that you are. But when that card comes up, it often is also that you're receiving, kind of sweet things from other people. And I know we're, we're coming into Valentine's week. So there are a lot of sweet, expressions of sweetness going on, both literally with like chocolates and things of that nature, as well as, verbal expressions of sweetness that are being given to you, as well as things that you're giving to other people. So it is a week that has a theme of sweetness to it, with Valentine's Day being in the mix. So enjoy that. And, the thing, I know it's a very commercialized holiday, but in many ways, one of the wonderful things about it, at least from the angelic perspective, is that it's there to remind us of our sweetness. That, despite what's going on in the world and, our frustrations, anxieties, and worries and fears, there is great sweetness and kindness that underlies a lot of things. And so, it just happens to get emphasized at this time of the year in acts of sweetness that are done, through you and other people, and that come to you as well. So embrace and enjoy it. So what else do what else do they want to tell us? So enjoy the sweetness that's being given to you. All right. But remember to eat healthfully. Oh gosh, isn't that funny? It's like, don't overdo the chocolates. Oh gosh. So Raphael comes in with that message of the eating healthfully. And because it does feel like many of you are endeavoring upon more consciously, even if you're not on a formal diet plan, like a Weight Watchers or anything like that. It may not be formal on your part, but you're just endeavoring to be more mindful of what's going in your mouth. And you're leaning more towards, what I call I don't want to call it raw. I don't want to call it paleo or something like that. But just, the more raw fruits and vegetables, things in their original form, unprocessed foods, things like that. And in good portion, instead of overdoing it on things. I mean, for some of you that may be part of what it is. Instead of overeating, you're just kind of reducing your portions to start out with, and just changing what it is that you're eating to include more fresh fruits and vegetables. So in some way, there's a change going on for you with that. Oh, okay. God and love. And this is the week for expressions of love with the Valentine's Day. But it's a reminder, okay, not only with the holiday, which it is a great time for those kinds of expressions, but it's a reminder to you all, from the Creative, that you are made in the image of the Creator, which is love. And you are love, you come from love, and you are very loved by God, the angels, and the universe, as well as the people around you. So you'll find many expressions of love being extended to you this week, perhaps. And it's just, look at the beautiful golden light that's in that. And it's very, similar in some ways to the Breaking Free card, which is right above it, because it's the sun breaking through the clouds, okay? Kind of dispelling, if there's been any clouds of darkness over you. And, and I do feel, as I look at that card, that collectively, like us as a nation, that's what the majority of us are choosing. We're kind of breaking through this cloud that's been hanging over us as a nation, and we're using the energy of love and consciousness to do it. Okay? So I'll leave this with that. That sounds like a good place to wrap all this up. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week. And if you celebrate Valentine's Day, I hope it is lovely, sweet, and wonderful for you, whatever it is that you do. And, know that there's much relationship harmony that will go on because it's Valentine's week. So anyways, thank you, everyone. I'll talk with you soon.